Hello, this is Dodie from Deliberate Aging. Welcome to my podcast. Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Deliberate Aging, where we explore the things that matter most to our well-being, one gentle conversation at a time. Now today we're diving into a topic that touches every single one of us, every night. In fact, sleep. That's mysterious, restorative, sometimes elusive part of our lives that we often take for granted until we can't seem to get enough of it. Now, I don't know about you, but I've had my fair share of tossing and turning. Some nights I fall asleep before my head hits the pillow, and other nights, well, let's just say I've counted more sheep than I care to admit. And I know I'm not alone. As we get older, sleep can become a bit more complicated. We wake up more often, we nap more during the day, and sometimes we wonder, am I getting enough? Is this normal? So in this episode, we're going to explore sleep from all angles. Why it matters, what our bodies are actually doing while we snooze, how our sleep patterns change over the years, whether napping is a good idea or not, how to create a bedtime ritual that actually works, and what to do when you wake up in the middle of the night and stare at the ceiling wondering if sleep will ever come back. Now, this isn't going to be a lecture, it's a conversation. Think of it like sitting down with a friend who's done a little research and wants to share what they've learned. Not to overwhelm you, but to empower you. Because sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. And when we understand it better, we can treat it with the care and respect it deserves. So, grab a cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's get started. Let's start with the big question. Why does sleep matter so much? Well, we all know that sleep helps us feel rested, but it's so much more than just recharging our batteries. Sleep is a vital process that affects nearly every system in our body, from our brain to our heart to our immune system. It's not just downtime, it's active repair time. So let's talk mental clarity and emotional balance. Have you ever noticed how everything feels a little harder after a poor night's sleep? Your thoughts are foggy, your patience is thin, and even small tasks could feel overwhelming. That's because sleep plays a key role in how our brain functions. During sleep, especially deep sleep and REM sleep, our brain processes memories, clears out waste products, and resets emotional circuits. It's like a nightly tune-up. Without it, we're more prone to forgetfulness, mood swings, and even depression. In fact, studies show that chronic sleep deprivation can increase the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. That's not to scare you, it's just to highlight how powerful sleep can be in protecting our minds. Now let's talk physical restoration and healing. While we sleep, our bodies go into repair mode. Cells regenerate, muscles recover, our heart rate slows down, giving our cardiovascular system a break. And our immune system kicks into high gear, producing proteins called cytokines that help fight off infections and inflammation. Think of sleep as your body's built-in maintenance crew. Every night, it shows up to patch things up, clean things out, and prepare you for the next day. And here's something fascinating. Sleep also helps regulate hormones that control hunger and metabolism. That's why poor sleep can lead to weight gain or difficulty managing blood sugar. It's all connected. So now let's talk long-term health and longevity. Well, getting consistent, quality sleep isn't just about feeling good tomorrow. It's about staying healthy for years to come. Research has linked good sleep to lower risks of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even certain cancers. And here's the kicker. People who sleep well tend to live longer, not just in years, but in quality of life. They're more alert, more resilient, and more able to enjoy the things that matter most. So if you've ever felt guilty about taking a nap or going to bed early, let that go. Sleep isn't laziness, it's self-care. It's one of the most loving things you can do for yourself. So what do our bodies actually do when we sleep? Well, sleep might look like a passive state from the outside. You're just lying there, your eyes are closed, you're breathing softly, but inside it's a symphony of activity. So there's the sleep cycle, REM and non-REM. And we cycle through different stages of sleep every night. There's non-REM sleep, which includes light sleep and deep sleep. And then there's REM, R-E-M, sleep, where dreams happen and the brain lights up like Times Square. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and we go through several of them each night. In deep sleep, our body repairs tissues and builds bone and muscle. In REM sleep, our brain processes emotions and consolidates memories. It's like your body and mind are taking turns at the wheel. Now let's talk brain housekeeping. Here's something fascinating. While we sleep, our brain clears out waste products that build up during the day. It's called the glymphatic system, and it's like a nighttime cleansing crew for your brain. This process helps reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. So yes, sleep is literally helping your brain stay clean and healthy. Now let's turn towards hormonal harmony. Sleep regulates hormones. Melatonin helps us fall asleep. Cortisol wakes us up. Growth hormones repair tissues. And leptin and ghrelin control hunger. Have you ever noticed how you crave sweets after a poor night's sleep? When we sleep well, these hormones stay balanced. When we don't, everything feels off. Now let's talk dreams and emotional processing. Sometimes strange, sometimes vivid, sometimes forgotten by morning, but they serve a purpose. Dreams help us process emotions, solve problems, and even rehearse for real life situations. So next time you wake up from a dream that makes no sense, remember, your brain was just doing its job. Now, how does sleep change over our lifetime? Sleep isn't a one-size-fits-all. It evolves as we do. So, babies sleep up to 17 hours a day. Teenagers need about 9, and adults typically do well with 7 to 9. In older adults, well, we still need about 7 to 8, but it often comes in different patterns. We may wake more often, sleep more lightly, or nap during the day, and that's normal. Our internal clock, called the circadian rhythm, shifts as we age. So now, what are the common sleep challenges that older adults face? Well, many older adults experience insomnia, restless legs, or sleep apnea. Medications, chronic pain, and even retirement can disrupt sleep routines. But here's the good news. These changes don't mean we're doomed to poor sleep. With a few adjustments, we can still enjoy restful nights. So we need to honor our own unique sleep rhythms. Instead of fighting your body's natural rhythms, try working with them. If you feel sleepy earlier in the evening, go to bed earlier. If you wake up at dawn, embrace the quiet morning hours. Sleep doesn't have to look like it did when you were 30. It just has to feel restorative. Now, is napping good for us? The humble nap, a midday pause, a moment of peace. But is it good for us or not? Now, some famous people did like to nap, and these include Aristotle, Thomas Edison, and Albert Einstein. So, what is the science behind napping? Well, short naps, around 20 to 30 minutes, can boost alertness, improve mood, and enhance memory. They're like a mini reboot for your brain. Longer naps, on the other hand, especially over an hour, can lead to grogginess, but they may be helpful if you're sleep deprived or recovering from illness. Now, the timing of your naps matters. The best time to nap is early afternoon between 1 and 3 p.m. That's when our energy naturally dips. Napping too late can interfere with nighttime sleep. And in many cultures, napping is part of daily life. Think siestas in Spain or afternoon tea followed by a rest in England. It's not laziness, it's wisdom. So if your body asks for a nap, listen. Just keep it short and sweet. Now, we need to create a bedtime ritual to optimize our sleep. A bedtime ritual is like a gentle invitation to sleep. It tells your body it's time to wind down. So Routine tasks are very powerful. Doing the same things each night, like brushing your teeth, dimming the lights, or reading a book, helps signal to your brain that sleep is coming. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. So some ideas for a ritual that you might want to incorporate. Take a warm bath or a shower. Sip herbal tea like chamomile or lemon balm. Stretch gently or do some light yoga. Listen to calming music or nature sounds. And finally, maybe you want to write in a journal or read something uplifting. Now, we also need to create a sleep-friendly environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. Use blackout curtains, white noise machines, or a fan, and keep electronics out of the room if possible. And yes, that includes your phone. The blue light from screens can suppress melatonin and make it harder to fall asleep. So here's a tech tip. If you must use your phone, switch to night mode or wear blue light blocking glasses. Better yet, replace screen time with a book or meditation. Now, what do you do if you wake in the middle of the night? We've all been there. You wake up at 2 a.m., eyes wide open, mind racing. What now? Well, here's some gentle strategies. Try deep breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Maybe visualize a peaceful scene, a beach, a forest, or a cozy cabin. Or repeat a calming phrase such as, I am safe, I am relaxed, I will sleep again. These techniques help shift your focus from worry to calm. And also you want to avoid the clock trap. Resist the urge to check the time because it only adds pressure. Instead, trust that your body knows what to do. Now, if you've been awake for more than 20 to 30 minutes, get out of bed. This is what the experts recommend. Do something quiet and relaxing. Read, stretch, listen to soft music. Then return to bed when you feel sleepy. This helps your brain associate bed with sleep and not with stress. Now, there are some long-term solutions for those of us that are sleep deprived. If middle of the night wake-ups are frequent, consider cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. It's a proven method that helps retrain your sleep habits. And don't hesitate to talk to your doctor because sleep is a medical issue too. Now, here's my closing thoughts. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools we have for aging well. And it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. And it's never too late to improve it. We've covered a lot today. Why sleep matters, what happens during sleep, how it changes with age, the benefits of napping, bedtime rituals, and what to do when sleep slips away in the night. And if you take just one thing from this episode, let it be this. Your sleep deserves attention, compassion, and care. It's a luxury, it's a lifetime, and it's a necessity. So tonight, as you settle into bed, remember that sleep is your ally. Let go of the day, trust your body, and allow yourself to rest. Until next time, sleep well, dream sweetly, and be kind to yourself. Thanks for listening. This is Dodie from Deliberate Aging. Until next time, be well, friends. This podcast is presented solely for informational and educational purposes only. Use of information from this podcast is at the user's own risk. It is not intended as a substitute for the advice of your physician or other qualified professional. We are not responsible for any losses, damages, or liabilities that may arise from use of this podcast.